Yo, what is up? What is brackin'? It is your boy, the DJC, aka the Don Juan Carlos. We're here, back from vacation. We're back with another TWAB, and we're kind of just here. I'll be honest with you, I haven't been playing the game, but new seasons come out, so we got to get like new information and all this stuff. So I thought, what's the best way to get back into it than just reviewing the last TWAB before the start of a new season? I have my own opinions about the state of the game recently. If you didn't see that video, I'll put it in the description. You should definitely go check it out. It's like a 2 hour video. It's basically a podcast, like the CCTM podcast that I used to do on the channel. So here we are. We're just gonna go through this. I'm not gonna go through everything, but just a general, you know, consensus on what's happening. So let's just get right into it. All right, so this week at Bungie revealed Season of the Chosen. Cool. New season is upon us. Next season, the Season of the Chosen goes live February 9th. Emperor's Kai. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Kayalti or Kyalt. It's just Callus's daughter. You know, if you have the heir apparent or you've got it from Guardian Games last year, it's literally Callus's daughter. And we knew Callus's daughter was going to show up sometime because of the lore of that gun. Anyway, whether he wanted it or not, Zavala is faced with a difficult choice. Check out the trailer to see how the conversation went down. So I saw this. I'm like, yo, that's real cool and all, but they still haven't nerfed some of the stuff that's just broken. So, hey man. Anyway. Alright, so the whole page is dedicated, we have a whole page dedicated about the new season to give it a visit to learn about the new private staging ground called the Helm, our new machine battleground activities, and more. So, and then we got the roadmap. Why can that's weird. I might as well just zoom in to look at it, because apparently you can't click on the image, but you can click it on the other one. Weird. Anyway, we got the Behemoth and Hailstone Battlegrounds. Yes, so that's a new seasonal activity. It's Battlegrounds, which sounds cool. Like there's Battlegrounds in WoW. So hey, I don't even play WoW, but my homies do. So if it's cool, it's cool. You feel me? Anyway, we got Battlegrounds. Devil's Lair and Fallen Saber strikes come back. Great. I don't know why they didn't come back in the first place, but hey, 2 new strikes. They're not technically new. They're 2 old new strikes. You feel me? Because content. Hey, content. Prismatic Recaster comes back. This isn't the Prismatic Recaster, but that's coming back. Stasis Aspect Quest, because apparently we're going to get new stasis powers that will continue to be broken. Will they get nerfed? The Lord will never know. It's been 3 months. You can see that shit is kind of toxic. Anyway, Trials begins, earn new armor. The new armor looks aight. It's not anything to write home about. It's aight. Cleansing Battlegrounds, February 16th, so that's the week after. There's a new battle. So all the Battlegrounds are going to be available? Yes. Oh wait, no. There's another one. Oracle Battleground. Huh. That's 4 battle. If this is 2, right? This is 2. This is 3. And then this is 4. There's 4 Battlegrounds already. Interesting. And then the first IB of the season on the 23rd. Again, IB, like, bro, I'm not playing that. That's not true. I would play IB for the first week. Then once I get all the pinnacles, I'm never playing it again for the rest of the season, because it's just not fun. It's 6v6 chaos on tiny maps because there's no new maps. You know, Bungie, you can just port over the maps from D1 to D2 because those are made for 6v6. Will they do that? We don't know, because you keep getting new broken stuff and they don't keep nerfing the old stuff or fixing it. Anyway, Proving Ground Strike opens for season pass holders March 23rd. So we're technically getting 3 new strikes. However, we don't get this strike for until March 23rd, which I'm assuming the reason we don't get it is because lore reasons. Like there's a story that has to progress until the strike comes out. I'm assuming. Okay. So, and then after that, we have the Proving Ground Strikes enters the playlist for all players. Proving Ground Nightfall. So this is March 30th is just a dead reset. Uh huh. So yeah, that's just a dead reset. There's a couple weeks where it's just a couple few dead resets. Then the Iron Banner comes back April 13th. It's another dead reset. Not the 13th, but the 30th. The week after the 30th until the 13th is another dead one. And then we got Garden Games April 20th through May 9th. 27th. How many? That's like. Hold on. I'm gonna check. Give me a second. So we go to April, right? No, scroll down, you heathen. April 20th. 1, 2. Okay, so it's like 3 weeks. Wait, why does Guardian? Wait, why does it end on a Sunday? Is it? Oh, the closing ceremony ends on a Sunday. That's Mother's Day. That's weird. Anyway, that's weird. And much more. So yeah, here we are. Anyway, so whatever, dude. There's something for everybody in the new season. If the battlegrounds are fun, I'll be honest with you, I'll farm them all day. If they're really fun. That's like the main thing. I wish they would nerf stuff, but hey, why do I, a player, get to have an opinion on the game that I like playing? So, see, Season of Chosen is delivering some shiny new objects for you to collect, or things for you to collect. Oops, didn't mean to do that one. Hasagi! Anyway, so we're spilling the beans. We already spilled the beans the first time. For some of your favorite weapons from D1 are showing up in D2 as rewards for completing Nightfall deal. Here's the lineup. Swarm, Palindrome, and Shadow Price. Lined up respectively. Swarm, Palindrome, and Shadow Price. I'm already excited by these two. I don't want another hand cannon in the game because they're already too strong. But that could be seen as just my opinion, but you know, they just got buffed last season. Again. Anyway. Nightfall deals have a chance to drop. Nightfall deal weapons have a chance to drop at the end of the activity, depending on your metal, plat, gold, etc., and difficulty. Master will give you the highest chance to drop, base as the highest chance at a drop. These base versions of these weapons. Adept difficulty weapons have a chance to drop at the end of Grandmaster Nightfalls when they go live later in the season. Drop chance are also dependent on your metal. Slay enough champions to hit platinum and you will have a high chance of adding an adept weapon. Hot pursuit. They also didn't mention that adept weapon mods can also drop from Grandmaster Nightfalls, which would be something that they should mention because that means there's no point of running trials. Unless you really like PvP, there's no point of just trying to get flawless because they just drop from Grandmaster Nightfalls. Of course, Grandmaster Nightfalls are difficult. Yes. But, like, you can just farm those. Am I crazy? Am I coked out of my mind? I might be. Stay tuned. Hot Pursuit. Similar to Season of the Hunt, we have a new pursuit weapon for you to earn from your quest of choice. Between Strikes, Crucible, and Gambit to earn the Breach Low Grenade Launcher, the Salvager's Salvo. This I didn't realize it, but this just looks like Malicious Birth Rate. I mean, they're giving breach grenades or breach loaded grenades a buff anyway, so the first thing they hit uh, explode. So that's cool. I guess that's why they made this, but we have to see if it's any good. And I doubt that it'll be as strong as Mountaintop. I'll be honest with you, I doubt it. Unless it goes like linear like Mountaintop does, I don't think any ritual grenade launcher will be as strong as Mountaintop was. All right, trials. You may have already seen some teases of new rewards for trials coming up with the season chosen. We also have 3 new trials, but why is it only 3? Like, whatever. They're working on it. I'll give the benefit of the doubt. They said that they're working on it, so here we go. New pulse rifle, which like is it me or does this pulse rifle just look like a reskin blue? Am I smoking that fat pack again? I might be, but hmm, whatever, dude. Temptations hook, except I'm assuming this is solar. I'm assuming this is solar Temptations hook. But then they just aren't they gonna nerf swords by 15% this season? It's almost like if they just nerf the 2 problem swords, this might actually be good and worth grinding for. But who and another hand cannon because why not? 140 most likely. It could be a 120, so it has a billion range again because they didn't think about that. Trials armor, cool. It's pretty sick. The Titan one actually looks pretty sick. I'll be honest with you, the Titan one looks nice. Uh, this helmet at least looks similar to the Dawning, the one that we just had, which is pretty cool, I guess. With each weapon, we also have an adept version with special mods. You can read more of those about here. We don't care about that. For the first week of trials, armor and adept weapon mods will be in the flawless chest. The second week is when you'll have your first chance of grabbing the first chance of the season to grab an adept weapon. Uh, Along with these new weapons and armor, trials have some new cosmetic rewards to show off as well. The Ghost Shell drop chances increase when you win matches and increases when you hit 3, 5, and 7 wins and flawless milestone each week. The Ship and Sparrow drop chances increase every time you go flawless. Here's what the rewards. This Ghost Shell actually looks kind of sick. Like it looks sick, but again, you have to take everything with nuance because of the state of the game. This one is okay. This looks alright. The ship looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, but again, gotta take everything with a grain of salt or with nuance because the game is still broken. So that's cool that cosmetics are looking nice, but if the game doesn't work, it literally doesn't matter. But there's more. See, the Chosen has several new additions to your arsenal for the taking. Sidearm, sniper rifle, grenade launcher, which sniper rifles are getting nerfed, which is I'm glad about. It's not really a nerf; they're just getting more flinch. But we have to test to see if unflinching sniper rifle aim just mitigates the flinch nerf that they're adding to sniper rifles. Because I bet you, like I have like $5 on it, that it does. It just straight up negates it. But oh, whoops. But who am I to say? Rocket launcher, because rocket launcher is getting a 30% damage buff instead of just reducing the damage of some of the other weapons or the other heavy weapons in the game. But I am just a fellow gamer. Am I right? Linear fusion rifle. No one really uses this, but except for Arbalest, because Arbalest is broken. Whatever. New bow. I'm always down with bows. If the bows are good enough, I'll use bows, but it doesn't matter because hand cannons 3-tap you. Can't do anything. And a new SMG. Ah, yes. Cult of Aeon, which is they're reworking the Aeon suite of exotics. That's literally what they said. The dev team has a cool plan to shake up the Aeon suite exotics. Here it is straight from the Destiny dev team on what you can expect when you equip these arms. Destiny dev team and redesigning the Aeon cult exotic armor pieces, we wanted to lean hard into the idea that these are the exotics you and your fire team wear when you really want to work together as a team. With that in mind, we have three main goals for revamping mechanics. Create a role-based mechanic that rewards you for doing the things that your role is supposed to be good at. Create mechanics that rewards other players on your fire team when you fulfill your role. Give your fire team incentive for each player to take on a different role. Instead of having a single monolithic exotic perk to handle this, we opted to take a page out of Armor 2.0 book and give the Aeon Cult exotic their own unique mod sockets and mods, which are all unlocked as soon as you acquire the exotic, and each of which is tied to one of the different Aeon Cultist roles. These mods are identical across the exotics for all three classes, so you can choose any role regardless of what class or subclass you're playing. These are the Aeon Cult mods and their associated mechanics as follows. Why can't I? Okay. Alright, that's cool, I guess. I hate that you can't, like, zoom in on the picture. Alright, so we got Sect of Force. Rapid precision hits with a weapon temporarily increases your reload speed and weapon swap. Okay. When you stun a champion or defeat a boss slash mini boss, your nearby fire team members gain a burst of grenade and melee energy. Aeon Cult allies who do not have the Sect of Force role equipped also gain a burst of super energy. Sounds cool on paper. However, 4 weeks ago, more or less, maybe 5, Bungie has said in the TWAB that we are looking at the fact that the game is based around gunplay and people have been using abilities more than they have been using their guns. That is a synopsis of what they said. So why, in whatever godforsaken universe, are they continuing to make these exotics that regen energy when they literally said that we are looking to reduce that? I don't... Am I smoking a fat pack? Is that's what's happening right now? Because they literally said it and they continue to do the same thing. So once again, they're lying. They're just fucking lying again. Thanks, Bungie. Thanks. Anyway, Sect of Insight. Specialize in empowering your allies and keeping them well supplied. Successive precision hits, precision weapon takedowns have a chance to drop an orb of power for you, not for you, for your allies. That's fine. That's totally fine. It's just like having a masterwork gun. When you use a finisher on an elite, you generate special ammo for your fire team. When you use a finisher on a boss or mini boss, you generate heavy ammo for your fire team. Neon Aeon Cultist allies who do not have the Sect of Insight role equipped also gain bonus weapon damage for a short time. That's... like, first off, right? You don't need this. Because for special finisher exists. And of course it's not costing you super energy in the game, but because you can just generate super for no reason constantly out the ass, this on top of being able to generate as much super as you can is just free special ammo. But you can just run swift charge, and then rapid kills with pulse rifles also generate special ammo for your teammates, and it doesn't cost you an exotic slot. I mean, of course you're not generating heavy, but heavy scav exists. Not to say that this is useless. However, why would I run this when I can run Fellwinter's Helm, so when I finish something, everything in an AoE gets a oppressive darkness debuff and they're suppressed? Or Dawn Cores, where I can literally just burn everything to death and generate super energy and generate Well of Radiance energy, because all of your abilities on Well regen once a teammate touches it, or you give your teammate any buff, including Lumina. So why would I run this for heavy ammo? I'm sure there's gonna be a mod in the seasonal artifact that makes it so that you generate heavy ammo. Am I like again? Am I crazy, or is this just useless? Because you can't finish bosses, certain bosses slash mini bosses. You can't finish. There's only specific ones that you can finish. So this heavy ammo generation is not gonna do anything. Like the only time I can see this being like viable as a mini boss are the yellow bars in Garden with the harpy, where you actually have to kill it, and then I guess in Deepstone Crypt because there's the yellow bar captains that spawn everywhere. But a lot of the times, one swipe of falling guillotine, one of the, two swipes of falling guillotine and a heavy swing basically kills them. So cool, I guess. Instead of just killing them, just heavy sweep them and then finish them. And I guess it works on champions too, because they're technically mini bosses. Whatever, man. Whatever, dude. Unless elite is just yellow bar, so every time you finish a yellow bar, you get special ammo for your fire team. Whatever, dude. Sector Vigor. Specialize in keeping your allies in the fight. Gain class ability energy when your allies die. Gain full class ability energy when you resurrect an ally. Why though? Why? Is there a reason why? This when you cast your super, nearby allies gain an instant burst of healing. Aeon Cult allies who do not have the Sect of Vigor role equip also gain it. Why? See, so this can Sect of Vigor can go wrong very fast because depending, of course, we have to test this out, right? We have to test it out. But if this works the way that I think it does, and you don't, if you don't have the thing equipped, so let's say you're running Aeon Swift or an Aeon Colt exotic piece of armor, and it works on people that do not have it on, you know what you can do? You can just straight up, as an example, if it works the way that I think it does, where you don't have to have your other teammates don't have the piece of armor equipped, which would be an oversight, but you know, lament exists. So if this works the way that I think it does, that means you can run this instead of Mask of Brachis, right? And then in trials, every time your teammate dies and you res them, you get your full dodge back, right? So you get your dodge back, and anybody, and then when you cast your super, it heals. It instantly it gives you a burst of healing. So it gives you a chunk of healing, and when it's a burst, it's usually like 50% of your health. And then if none of your other teammates have the Sect of Vigor equipped, they gain an overshield. So a Stasis Hunter can deadass super and then give their other teammates overshields. Because I'm sure, as another oversight, it's not teammates close to you get an overshield. It's probably teammates across the entire map get overshields. So let's say it's a 6v6 and it works the way that I think it does. That means when you cast your super, any super, five out of your six teammates get overshields for no reason. And we're just gonna be like, yep, that's fine. Balanced. Because they balance the game only for PvE and never balance the game around PvP. When I think of how strong a gun is, I always instantly go to how strong it is in PvP. Because, like the Drifter once said, nothing kills a Guardian faster than another Guardian. And I feel like Bungie has forgotten that. And if this works the way that I think it does, which I hope to God it doesn't, means like this is just broken. So once again, unintentionally, the best subclass in the game, or the best class in the game, gets another thing that they can just abuse because stasis isn't nerfed. And even if stasis was nerfed, you can just cast your golden gun and then the rest of your team gets overshields. Like, it doesn't matter. There's a reason why One-Eyed Mask was busted, and it was because, well, back in the day, it was because it gave you increased damage and an overshield, and it's still really strong because if they win a fight, they could just get an overshield, and the only way to stop an overshield is to snipe them. Like, unless you're like right in their mouth with a shotgun, there's not really much. You can't win a fight against somebody that has an overshield. And unlike in a rift where you have to stay in the rift to have the overshield in the fight, you have to, like, bro, you can just move and have overshield. Like, whatever, dude. Whatever, man. Like, maybe I'm just like insane, but these two just seem like oversights, like a lot. If they work the way that I think it does, it really looks like they once again fucked up, and we're gonna have a bunch of broken stuff again. Each of these mods has one perk that focuses on the user and one perk that grants benefits to their allies. Additionally, the second perk includes an extra benefit for anyone in your fire team that has not chosen the same role. So for maximum efficiency of each member of a 3-player fire team should choose a different mod to reap the most benefits. Catalyst comeback. In a previous TWAB discussing the Destiny content vault, we mentioned that some of the content being vaulted would affect several exotic weapon catalysts. We would be temporarily removing them while we work to update their drop and upgrade sources. Catalysts for the following weapons have their drop sources and objectives updated to not associate with vaulted content: Bad Juju, Izanagi's Burden, Sleeper Simulant, the Huckleberry, Warline Zero, Polaris Lance, Telesto, Legend of Acreus, and Skyburner's Oath. The catalysts for Whisper and Outbreak are still unattainable for anybody who hasn't earned them, and will be added in a future update. Sick. Prime Gaming, Gravlance, which again is one of the worst exotics in the game. And as much as people try and defend this exotic to me, this exotic is terrible. Bad. That's 115 RPM and then a 90-10 damage spread. The 10 being the small burst, then the 90 being the big burst. But it's basically a scout rifle, so you kind of just die. Anyway, come back next month. Check back next month, and we'll have a new shipment of Prime Gaming rewards for you to pick up from Amanda. Like how they changed Aeon Swift, but this thing still hasn't been made better. It's the worst exotic pulse rifle in the game. Why would you use this when you could just use Outbreak or No Time? Or Bad Juju, because Bad Juju, again, generates super energy. But we don't want to talk about that one. I'm going to talk about that oversight because no one uses it. Season of Hunt ends on February 9th. View our update 3.1 timeline below for what time it will end and Season of Chosen begins. Blah blah blah. Item quest removals. Remember, there are no more weekly bounties anymore. Or I should say these items are being removed from the inventory or will no longer be able to be used. So weekly bounties, that's probably getting removed out of your inventory. Crucible tokens and Crucible token gifts will deprecate, so that there's no point of using those. So you can spend them and get like a bunch of stuff, but whatever, doesn't matter. Memory fragments for stasis. All right, dude. I was trying to highlight something and then it just did that. Thanks. Here we are. Nope. Memory fragments, so you can't stack up a bunch of memory fragments so that you can enter the next season, because week 1 new stasis powers should be available, quote unquote. Planetary materials, like alkaline dust, phasing little glass seraphite, and simulation seeds. You'll turn these into spider for guilt to glimmer, so that's all getting removed. Save your Halo data, I don't care about that. SDR console days, Steam datagram relay, coming up to consoles during Season of Chosen, but we need to do some more testing and fixes before it goes live. SDR is used to mitigate DDoS attacks. Okay. Maintenance. Below are some of the issues resolved in 3.1. A complete list will be shared when the update goes live. Triumph Lord for Luna, Wisdom of the Witch, Altered Cell balls will now rotate each day. That's cool, because instead of making new weapons, they bring back old weapons, but whatever. Warsat public event in Cosmodrome, Moth Yards will now count towards bounties. Lift Tube, yeah. Boss and Inside Tournament, yeah. Lick a Shadow in the lawn, yeah, whatever. Stern once again reload any equipped energy slot weapon on kills, which apparently it wasn't doing. Merciless will once again increase its charge rate for non-lethal hits. Stun Lord, Reckless Oracle, and other weapons will once again render their scope and or reticle. Cool. I'm fine with that. Known issues. We continue to investigate PC, FPS, and stuttering issues. Okay. Birds of Prey, Black Orbs won't open if shot by sidearms, and sometimes won't open when in a fire team, because this mission has been out for weeks and it's still not fixed. And then Artists of the Week. These are great arts, but here we are. The last TWAB of the season is always exciting when new Destiny content is only a few sleeps away. With a new story, two strikes from the Destiny content vault, a new match-made activity, redacted, and so much more. This season is jam-packed, and we will see you soon on the battleground. Season of the Chosen, I choose you. Great. I'm not authorized to look at this. Cool. Well, that's it for our TWAB for the week. Like, uh, look, well, I shouldn't say they still haven't made any balance changes. They announced balance changes last week. If we look at this, they said this last week. However, this stuff is like nothing that we want. This is for console, and I don't play on console. I play on PC. So why is this stuff going through? Pulse rifles on mouse and keyboard change were kicking too much. That's a lie. That's just a straight up lie. But we don't want to talk about that. So here we are, another week before the season, and we get no balance changes that'll actually make the game better. I'm still gonna play it. We will make content on this godforsaken video game, but like, man, they just keep lying, huh? They really just keep lying. That's all I got. I will catch you guys when the season starts. I should be uploaded where I'm running through all the Grandmasters so we can get Conqueror. So that content will be coming to you soon. Uh, it might bleed into the next season, but that content should be coming soon. So, with that being said, thanks for checking out the video. I know I was upset, but thanks anyway because you're a great person. I'm gonna catch you later.